Meowdy, this is the Hat Mouse, and we have a couple guests here today as we'll be starting a new SDN inspired game using the Invincible rulebook.
Did he actually say meowdy? Did I hear that
I do
correctly?
that
Did
unironically, yes.
literally.
Wow. I say nothing. I see nothing.
Okay, I'll see how it is.
There you
All
go. Now
right.
you're talking my language.
It
I
was
say that
just,
I'm never
all the
gonna
time.
it
fucking
was
headset, aren't I?
spinning
Yeah.
through.
You two, I gotta turn down so I don't get feedback out of the fucking speaker, but I can't hear you two, so.
Okay, alrighty. So, I just sent the book over. I don't know if you have had access to the book prior to 5 minutes ago, Paul, but it's in the Discord chat.
Okay, I'll have a look at it. Now, we're thinking of basing this on the world of dispatch.
Correct.
Okay.
And as far as that's concerned, we will be looking at Global Guardian level when you get into the book. That's about the basic power level of many of the characters we see in the. They'll be back. Um, Hello.
Hi, I had to reset so it would access my fucking restream. Anyway, keep going. I
Hi.
like being down below the pillar, the base of the pillar. Wadid.
Wonderful. So, Bear had an idea of New York City, but we can do another city as well. The thing with the dispatch network is they don't cover a very large area, about a neighborhood or two per branch. So, first, I guess, what city do you guys want to be in? And second, we can start looking at neighborhoods in said city.
I just like New York because it's superhero central, right? New York has always been that city, but I mean, we could do Chicago, we could do Seattle. You know, it doesn't matter to me, man. It's just New York is one of those cities that has so much role playing material made for it
Hmm.
that it's easy for you to just grab stuff and go, right?
Yeah, change the rules mechanics a little bit to fit the game you're running. But as far as I can pull up most of the old Marvel adventures and know it's already set in New York.
New York's fine.
All right.
It's where everything happens.
Yeah. Now the question becomes what borough, right? Because it's based on boroughs.
Correct.
Do we do Manhattan so we have access to all the cool stuff, or is there an SDN that covers Manhattan that's better than us? You know, and we're not as great.
There are only two canon locations with the characters
LA and
already assigned to
Torrance.
them. Yep.
Yep.
Downtown LA and Torrance.
Yep. I'd
Uh,
say, look, if we want to be the underdogs who are, trying to prove that we're worth our salt, but we're not the biggest. If we're like the game dispatch, I'd say put us in Brooklyn. You know, it's got that feel, right?
all right.
If we're gonna be better and be like some shit, put us in Manhattan. Do
We
not
could
put us in Staten Island.
got something against Staten Island.
Everybody has something against Staten Island, apparently.
But we could also do even further subdivisions. Like, even if we were in Manhattan, so close enough to assist with some of the more exciting locations, you guys could be assigned to Chelsea or Harlem or Soho
Yeah,
or any of.
I think people don't understand how small those neighborhoods are in reality in Manhattan. It's something I learned while trying to do game design, superhero stuff design. Those are such tiny neighborhoods. Like they're like 10 blocks by 10 blocks. So like there's nothing to them. Whereas in LA, West Coast, you get these huge neighborhoods because of the way the West was settled. So that's why I would say something like Brooklyn would be better. And then every now and then we might get called over to the island, over to Manhattan to, go have a good time and help out and what have you. And they're, against the wall. That's my personal take. You guys, this is a session zero.
In my immediate research of looking up boroughs, I saw just how small they were. Like the boroughs themselves, just to start with, are very small, and then when you cut them down further with the neighborhoods, it gets tiny pretty quick. So yeah,
Yeah,
while
like
there's probably
if we were in
multiple.
Queens and then we're like, no, but we only do Jamaica Queens. It's like Jesus Christ, like fuck, there's no travel time. It's nothing.
That'd be fun though. Think about it. All the people would be screaming about how everything is bumbaclot, and we would be like,
Pussyclat, man, pussyclat.
Iguan BRA.
Hey, Iro, wagwan, wagwan. What? Be
Trying to,
irate.
yeah, like, hold on, I have my it not Babylon. Gonna be RA.
Gonna be Ire,
Yeah.
pussyclat. Yeah, a lot of Jamaicans in Montreal. A lot. But no, I'd still say Brooklyn just because it's Brooklyn. It's fun. It's got lots of material. There's still shitty parts of it, things like that. There's upscale parts of it. It's a good diverse sort of metropolitan New York area, and it allows us to still get called over to Manhattan every now and then, which would be kind of fun.
All right. Okay. So I guess with that being the case, if we're looking at Brooklyn, okay, I can do a little bit of research on that before our first session. But Paul, do you have
Yeah.
any idea what kind of character you'd like to play?
Well, I should probably watch a playthrough of Dispatch so I know what the hell's going on. I've watched the trailer, so I know a little bit. I know it's about a guy whose super suit gets broken, so he has to work for these guys because he's like a bum. But they also use like reforming villains and stuff in this thing. Gotcha.
Yes,
Yeah.
there's not everyone who works for SDN is a former villain, but the main plot is you follow one of the Phoenix teams, or the Z team of the Torrance branch, which is a Phoenix program team. The Phoenix program is rehabilitating D and C tier villains into being superheroes.
Yeah, the whole idea, the whole basis for Dispatch is you're essentially a private superhero insurance company.
Yes.
Right? People pay money to have coverage. The city pays money, the university pays money, old rich women pay money, and they will call in, and it's the dispatchers who decide what teams go out to handle what, right? And they send pairing people off and all that. But the game is about being those heroes for us, I think, and the role playing and the little bit of soap opera we're going to get into and stuff like that, which is kind of fun too. Like, hey, because if we played dispatchers, that would just be, I don't know, boring after a while.
Well, that would be more for if you wanted to do dispatchers and heroes. There's no fun version of the game where you don't play heroes. But if you wanted to do both, it'd be more troop style, where the team of dispatchers come up decide what they're responding to and send out their heroes to it that are suited for that type of mission. But you guys are going to be sent on missions and have the role play paired with your shifts on duty.
Okay.
Hello, Marco. We are looking for at least one more player, so if anyone would like to join in, just...
Marco, do you want to play Invincible with us, Marco?
You want to do it, Marco?
Come on, Marco, do it.
There really isn't a... Like in Marvel, by the modern day, like 20% of characters were made through the super serum that made Captain America.
Or attempts to replicate it.
Mostly attempts to replicate it, but through that storyline. And in DC, people are surviving their crazy accidents due to the metagene, which was seeded onto the planet generations ago. So we don't really have any sort of story beats like that in the Dispatch universe. So we're looking at really any sort of superhero idea can take place.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I love that there's no set origin point for the universe. That's kind of cool. But what's really interesting about Invincible? I'm rereading Supreme Power, which came out the same year as Invincible, and both have the same meta plot, which is alien invader comes, something is released causes other superheroes to be created. It's like that's so fucking like I was like I'm reading Super Primo, I'm going, shit, this reminds me of Invincible, which I've also read. What the hell? You know, it was so much fun. Anyway, but yeah, I love the fact that there's no, we're not playing tonight. We're just doing a session 0, Marco. But whatever, travel your little ass off, man. You crazy Grecian bastard. But I like the whole idea of there's no need to get into origins. You know what I mean? Like, it's just you're fucking superheroes. Superheroes exist. I'm one. You're one. Let's do it.
The Invincible roleplay game does have a section on choosing an origin. It's important for you to have a reason you got your powers, but that just enhances gameplay and roleplay. It's not necessary for the game to work.
Okay.
So if you have an origin, they have a whole section on ideas on how to design origins, but it doesn't really provide any mechanical benefit. It's all backstory. And I'm looking at page 49 for those who want to look deeper into the powers, and I think 16 shows you how many points you get for everything.
Yeah, I'm on page 16 right now. So as Global Guardians, if we're going that level, we get 32 attribute points, 10 maximum attribute, starting powers 4, and starting reputation 2. The character I want to make is called Starfighter. From like 88 to 98, he was a bit of a something in New York, but he kind of burnt out, and that's all private secret stuff. It was a little bit public for anyone who does research on him. He was in the drugs and the booze, and he fucked up a lot. And now he's come back and signed up with SDN, and he's old. He's looking at 60, you know, and he's a shadow physically of what he was once, and he's just trying to be a hero on his way out the door, basically. At least that's what he tells people.
Had a little bit of a Hancock episode there at the end of the 90s.
Well, he was actually showed up for a fight high out of his fucking mind, and his partner, Firefly, who was also his life partner, she got killed because he was,
unable to perform, as it were.
Yeah, and he'd already had a history of, showing up drunk or missing events or things like that. Like there was clearly an addiction problem cycling through it. So, so he kind of just vanished in shame, basically.
All right.
He's got it locked down, kids. For me, I don't know. I was thinking like I'm going to be like some kind of sewer monster that was like a former like a lesser tier kind of like Spider-Man villain that he would beat up every now and then, and I'm just kind of like, I'm not getting any older apparently because I'm a mutated sewer monster, so I need to make money to live, and there's not much life living as a sewer monster.
That's fine. That's essentially Golem's backstory. He just got bored, so he left the wherever he was from and just showed up at SDN. It's like, hey, I saw your ad. Hire me.
There you go. Yeah, I'm thinking like, Man Thing with a mortgage kind of thing,
Man Thing with a mortgage needs to be on a shirt.
Right. What does Man Thing fear? Mortgage balloon payments.
Yeah, compounding interest.
Oh.
Okay, so role that's another thing like background. They're just trying to get you into the mindset of what you're doing here.
Yes, and so a lot of the roles are just pre-built characters with no real flavor or anything. I think they're built on the Global Guardian level, but I'm not positive.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I think I thumbed through this just because I wanted to see. Because I played 2 games over at Gen Con. Free League's one of the has the fortune of being like a medium-sized company, so they got one of the rooms off to the side. So they had all their RPG books like in stacks. You could flip through them as you were waiting for your table to clean out or clear up, so you could sit down for your game. And I was thumbing through it, and I saw they had everybody statted up. Like Battle Beast is in there, and he's got absurd stats as usual.
Yes, he does.
Yep.
But the I would say the deal to make Invincible probably doubled Free League's revenue for that year.
Oh. It's done well for him then?
The Kickstarter did amazingly well.
There you go.
It's hard to compare apples and oranges because it's not in U.S. currency. It's in
Swedish kroner.
Yeah, Swedish. Swedish crown, but I did do the comparison at the end of the Kickstarter, and it was a decent chunk of change. It's about, if you take a zero off the end, that's about the equivalent. It's about 10 to 1 for US dollar.
Okay.
Well, I'm starting to realize how boring session zeros can be to watch. Anyway,
You gotta discuss things, man.
Yeah. Like,
so
what do you need to know about our characters to help plug them into your world here?
first one, I guess, how long have you do you propose you've been working for SDN?
Just starting for me.
All right.
Yeah, they made almost $400,000 on their Kickstarter.
There you go. But yeah, maybe a little bit longer, like less than a year. I've been around. It's starting to get old hat. Like I guess I know at least the layout of the sewers in the area. I'm like, all right, I know what we're doing here.
Okay. So with that, we have Starfighter. Was that his name?
Yeah. Jack Mercer.
Got it. We have Jack kind of covering the flying brick roll. Paul, were you thinking about going more? Obviously durability if you're going to be a big swamp monster, but
All right.
besides that, what other type of abilities we're looking to have?
Not sure. I'll have to look at like the crazy powers and stuff. I'm probably not going to have a whole lot of presence considering, I live in the sewer and probably, don't have a whole lot of social skills. But powers, yeah, probably like a big beat sponge type of guy.
Right.
Because I envision him, like there were characters like that in Spider-Man where it's just like, oh my God, he's throwing cars and trains at him and they just keep moving. So it'll be something like that. I'm thinking, yeah, they'd probably, misnomer called him the Jersey Devil because it's New York.
Ooh, I like that.
They're like,
Okay.
it's a Jersey Devil. He doesn't look like a devil at all. He's just this big ugly monster.
It's bad PR. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you about bad PR, man.
You would know. Let's see. I'm trying to get to the part of the book I was just on. There we go. You're a superhero.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So don't really need to pick an archetype. You can build from scratch. But let's see. An important thing is slugfest damage. It's your base melee damage. It'll be your strength divided by 2. So for a maximum slug of 5 without modifiers at the start of the game here. And then, yeah, hitting anything above 5, which is extraordinary, is when you get to super powered for the any of your stats. And then, yeah, super strength is just calculated into the strength modifier or strength stat. And then there's a chart on page 18 on how that works. Health, resolve, physical and mental hit bars. Where's the thing I was looking for? There's a whole... Okay. So now looking at the there's a talent section. You get 2 talents at the start of the game. One is determined by your archetype and the other by occupation. If you don't take a archetype, you get to pick. We won't be doing archetypes, so you can just pick the second talent, but one does come from your occupation, and then you choose a drawback as well.
Occupation.
Occupations begin on page 22. There are a bunch that is just I do superheroing for a living, but they are still fun to look through. Like there's artist, celebrity, criminal, devotee.
Sewer urchin.
I'm actually looking for one that might be for sewer urchin because that would be fun.
I sent you a character sheet, Remy.
Like your character already done, or
Yep, I've been working on this for hours, man. I was working on this while I was being interviewed.
all right. Yeah, run it through the character creation process and make sure it all works out.
Well, I think it does, but let me know. Yeah, I'm stupidly excited for this. Like, I'm just like,
This was my favorite game the year it came out. I would be playing the episodes 2 or 3 times waiting for the next one to come out.
Dispatch is. It's funny. It was originally supposed to be a cartoon. They pitched it as a cartoon series, and then somehow it became a video game. But it's so good. And like I've never played it because it's not available on Mac, but I've watched it, like all the playthroughs and all the different storylines and everything, and the choices and the different. I fucking love it. It's so cool. It's just like this is so well done. Hello, Tony Baldwin.
I don't know who you are, Baldwin, but welcome.
Tony's a regular around my channel.
Anthony.
We are doing using the invincible roles in the Dispatch universe.
But we're in Brooklyn.
Yeah. I'm guessing for occupation, it's going to either land in blue collar or outsider, depending. Blue collar would be more like, he worked in the Department of Sewage or Public Works for New York or whatever,
Fair enough. And then you also have your personality, drive, flaw. Those are all more role play things, but they still have some tools and inspirations on the pages following the occupations.
Yeah, both of them have unconventional wisdom as a talent, but blue collar does have durable, which could be a thing. So we'll see.
That would be good, given your. And then resources.
I'm guessing higher resources is better, yeah, because privileged is 6. So
yeah.
Oh wow.
Working with the SDN is going to put you at a baseline of 4. If you have any other ways of generating income, you could get a higher or lower, or I guess just higher. All right. And then, as I said earlier, I think it was 42, but that's where the powers begin.
Yep.
And then as you go on, you will. My bad, 46.
Okay.
But yeah, as you move on, you'll get karma. You get karma for different achievements and a flat amount per session, and then you can use them to buy things. Either power upgrades, new talents, get rid of flaws, that sort of stuff.
Jason, you should play with us.
Oh my God, Jason.
Jason, come play with us. We're playing, we're making characters, but we're playing Invincible set in the Dispatch universe.
Yes, we are. And it will be on the off week of the Thursday game, so you have it free, as the Thursday game was weekly until recently. If you want the restream link there, Jason. Perfect. I'll see if he hops in. Sure, it'll give me an annoying noise. Yep.
Row.
Not yet.
So, Paul,
Uh-oh.
I'm eating. This is the second time today I'm eating my meal while I'm on a stream with you, and I'm having the exact same thing I had earlier. Please don't make me choke to death this time.
Okay.
Please.
I had to re-watch that because I didn't see what was happening because I was like reading what Chris had wrote, and I was
What
just
did you
like,
do?
I was
just
eating, and I said I'd play Shadowrun, and I inhaled at the same time, and these are like really crunchy chicken tenders, and a
Mhm.
piece of fucking batter went down my throat. So I'm like, I play Shadowrun. It was really funny.
That was the first time. The second time was, Chris was, because we were talking about aces and eights, and Chris is like, yeah, I played one of that at like a con, and it was like real crunchy and full of those OSR guys Paul hates, and I was like, well, that's correction here. Let's
Yeah.
not say hate. I was like, Chris, that would mean that I care whether they live or die. They're subhuman.
They're
As soon as I
subhuman,
said,
and I almost
human,
died.
he's just like, he did. That was the thing. At first, he did like the, and I was like, he'll be fine. But he did like the, like he was choking, and I was like, holy shit, he's gonna die. I was terrified for a second there.
Would have been wild
yeah.
for you to die on stream.
Yeah, that'd be wild. Yeah.
We wouldn't be having this stream.
No, we wouldn't.
Wild.
Fucking wild. Tragic is the word you're looking for, you fucking
No, man, it would have been out of control.
It would be off the chain, man. It's my happening, and it freaks me out.
Come on, AC, I need you. It's hotter than ever. Excuse me.
So something I don't get about the OSR guys is if the perfect system exists, why are you fixing it?
Yes, their hypocrisy knows no bounds. Hey, Thruxus.
Me howdy, Thruxus.
Hello. Let's see here.
Hello,
So it says
friends.
starting
Stay a
attribute
while and
points
listen.
32. And
Yes.
I'm guessing we should put 2 in each because it says like your standard untrained bum on the street has a 2.
Well, your
It's
attributes
best.
start at 1, and because you always roll at least 1 die, and they go up 1 point per point spent.
Gotcha. Okay, so they start at 1, so then I have more than I thought.
Yeah, and you can only spend up to 10. You can't have a stat higher than 10 at global.
Certain.
And this is a D6 game. Your stat is how many D6s you roll.
Makes sense.
When I'm throwing things at you, I'll bust out the dice they sent me. Heck yeah. Mine came in starter set, so I have a few less than you.
Found this place in Britain. I think I have their card, but they actually had some different colored one-ring dice for D6s, and I love these. They're very visually, you can just spot right away what's going on.
This is actually this is a really fun cover. I don't know if anyone's had the...
No.
It's essentially the Graysons and Adam Eve playing Invincible, the roleplay game. And there's a bunch of standees and a battle map for the starter set. It's real fun. Like just it's also the first issue of the comic, just with a different cover for the game.
Ooh.
So initiative's going to be weird because you're supposed to draw cards at the start of every round. We're over Discord or Restream or whatever, so don't know how that's going to work, but we'll figure it out.
I mean, you could just draw the cards for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. This should be fine.
Okay. Fair enough.
I haven't opened my starter set. It's still shrink wrapped.
I haven't opened the book yet. I know minis are supposed to like be the thing, but standees are so much more fun because you can tell which direction they're facing for backstab.
I hate the see-through ones they all do now.
No,
I don't hate them, but they're
be
just not to my taste.
They have to be opaque. Why would they be see-through? That's weird.
They are nice
line of sight through people.
They are nice storage-wise, just because they're nice and flat, so you can just fit them in like in an envelope instead of having to carry around like a big plastic, like 40-gallon tote full of terrain and minis and stuff. You're just like, nope, I just got an envelope full of every enemy I need, PC.
That was the longest pants putting on I've ever heard of there,
I mean,
Jason.
he had to wrestle for them.
Had to fight a dog for your pants? I
He
don't
can't
think
hear us.
he can't hear us.
Jason.
Sorry, I had YouTube sound going. And it was. I think I've got it straightened out now.
Quite all right.
I just got it from an app. Give me a minute.
Welcome in, Jason. Or the GM some call Jason.
What was that?
I said welcome in, Jason, and then I said or the GM some call Jason.
Yes.
One of those
All right,
sessions
what are we
here
doing?
is where
Something about
we're just
Invincible.
plugging away numbers here. What kind of character idea do you have? Have you played the dispatch, etc.?
Nope. I've just done what most people have done and watched a bunch of the videos. For the
Gotcha.
cutscenes.
It's a fun game. If you guys do end up playing it, let me know which choices you pick. I think the one of the craziest things about the standees they gave us. Oh, hi, Starfighter. So in the I'm just gonna talk about the starter set while you guys figure
Looks
things
like
out.
Ridley Scott.
Wow.
So there's the civilians. Then on the back side, it's a blood smear.
If we're
Yeah,
not
this is for
careful,
Invincible. That makes sense.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it is. It was made for a certain type of game. I'm personally happy that Invincible got the RPG and not boys. I don't know how I could. I don't know if we want to perpetuate that kind of.
Truthfully, rule wise, it would work for either one, though.
Well, yeah.
Or
Invincible
any
is
high
actually,
lethality setting.
yeah. Any high brutality setting would work for quite a few different RPGs. I just don't, or superhero systems. I just don't think we should shove the boys everywhere because that's a good way to raise a generation that doesn't know what a hero is.
Fair. Jason, what do you want to play? Tony, the great Invisigal versus Blonde Blazer debate is simple for me. When I was a young man, Invisibitch. Now that I'm mature, Blonde Blazer every fucking time.
Are we using the quick start rules?
No, there's a full PDF in the group chat Bear put you in.
Which group chat is this?
Oh, at
Oh,
UNS.
I see it now.
Okay. The quick start's fine. It's the same rules. It's just the actual rule book has a fully fleshed out list of powers, occupations, all the fun stuff.
All right. I assume we're on your superhero. What's everybody else playing?
Sewer thing and discount Superman.
No. Flying Blaster, but also like approaching 60. Has been. Maybe even
past his
never was really.
prime hero, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm playing like a character that would have been like just a one-off Spider-Man beats the hell out of him kind of swamp creature or sewer creature rather.
Now, are we doing the thing from Dispatch where we're former villains?
You can. You are a newly assigned team.
Oh,
You could have been with SDN for a while, or just showing up for your first day. But this is your first day on this team.
okay.
You can be Phoenix program. You can be. You don't have to be though. It's all about what your character's life would have been up to this point. If you want to play a Phoenix program person, I personally find it fun. I have the 2 or 3 sessions I played of this game were all in a multi-shot where that was the thing. They were a Phoenix program branch. Everyone there was former villains. It ended poorly with when you put 30 villains under the same roof.
Yeah, I think I was more of a goon, and luckily through like my my Department of Public Works rep and you know, some other local spokespeople like my parishioner and all that, they convinced them that I wasn't of right mind because of whatever toxic mutagen was thrown in the sewer that turned me into the sluice, or the Jersey Devil as they called me. So I
As-
technically didn't commit a crime.
So your a PR person is going to be very interested in whether the marketer for this branch is going to be very interested in if you want the merchandise to say Jersey Devil or Sluice. We can put a spitting sewer on the T-shirts, but I think Jersey Devil will sell more.
I mean, if it'll pay the bills, whatever. I'll be the Winston Zedmore of the group. If there's a steady paycheck, I'll do whatever.
That's actually why Coupe is in the is at SDN because her last assassination attempt, the person never paid her, and so now she's getting an honest paycheck.
High risk, high reward. Anybody looking at any stats? I just kind of plugged some numbers in here. What is the maximum is 10. Okay, good. So I stayed under it. Yeah, I went with 9 strength, 7 fighting as my big ones. My low ones are reason and presence only at 3s.
Martial art
Kind of
master,
regular.
a Jersey Devil.
I did fighting 5, agility 7, strength 7, reason 2, intuition 4, presence 4.
Okay.
There you go.
We are Street Defender or
No, Global Guardian. It is about the same power level as SDN plays around.
okay.
Even Blonde Blazer and Phenomenon, the like clearly Justice League level characters in the universe, they're not that far into what this game considers cosmic scale. Cosmic scale in this game, you're looking at Battle Beast at the low end and any Viltrumite on the mid to high end.
My gamer brain read the slugfest damage and was like, oh shit, my strength is only a 9. And then I read you that you round up, and I was like, oh, very good. So that's what happens. You start plugging in numbers and you start thinking of, how do I defeat the number game?
You're like, I'm going to have to take a point from somewhere. I don't want to waste half a slugfest damage. And then it worked out.
It's true. Well, it's a solid point. I mean, that seems interesting that, yeah, the base damage is based off half your strength. But we'll see how it works out.
If you played Mutant Year Zero, it uses the same combat engine.
It's been like 3 years I played it at a con. It was cool, but I like it's one of those games where it gives you the session 1 domain play, like you're part of something and you're building it. So
this does too. We weren't playing as a SDN strike team, or I guess response team, there's a whole section at the end of character creation where it's like, okay, now make your team together right now. It's kind of adamant that you don't hit session 1 without already being an established team.
Does the role you pick factor into your abilities at all, or your powers at all? Is there any limitation, or is it just? Oh.
Nope. It more so everything informs. The archetype can build most of your character for you, or you can build it yourself as you move through the character creation process. Talents are on 76, drawbacks on 78. It's also a zone-based game, so inside, outside, and outside being segmented to like this block, a block on either side. In a large area like a public park, it'd be segmented differently, but you can see in the flying and super speed rolls, it measures the distance and speed in zones, not mile per hour.
Okay. Well, the old Marvel game did that.
Yeah.
And clearly, these people have seen the old Marvel game.
A lot.
All right, Remy, I'm going to ask a question. It's going to sound kind of stupid here. So we start with 1, and then we're adding a point each to pump it up, right?
Correct.
Okay. So
With a
I'm looking
maximum
at
of
it.
10, so max out
'Cause-
stat only took 9 points.
So I'm starting to add my stuff together here, and it's hurting my brain. Math does this to me. So 7 plus 5 is 12, plus 9 is 21, plus 3 is 24, plus 5 is 29, plus 3 is 32. Okay, thank God. I just had to do it out loud because I was doing it in my head for some reason. I was like, I have extra points. How did this happen? I don't have extra points. We're good. Hopefully. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and how are we supposed to buy powers then?
You just pick 4 powers, I think, and some powers can be ranked up. Give me a second.
Yeah, it looks like we have starting powers 4.
Yeah. 48. Primings. There we go. So power levels are basic, major, massive, and monstrous. As a global hero, you can at character creation you can only go to massive. And if it doesn't state that it can be powered up, it's just basic is the only one you need. To go up in power rank, I think it's another one of your picks, but I'm not positive. A higher power level is simply more effective. Each level of power counts like a power on its own. It requires buying the lower power and costing a point.
Yeah, but you can use
Okay.
drawbacks, I think, to offset some of that.
What's up?
So I think you can use drawbacks to offset some of that.
Yes. Drawbacks was on 78. Give me 1 second. Here we go. Talents. Drawbacks. Yes, they are optional, and you can pick one or more to get more purchases into your powers. Drawbacks are usually assigned to a power and limit that power's use. For instance, the supersuit drawback is one of your powers comes completely from a supersuit, and removing this suit removes that power. Okay, so with Jason, we still have one more seat if anyone wants to have the fun, but and no, Tony, this is why I don't run villain games. I had something similar happen in one of mine, and it just you have a job to do. Even the villain has a job to do, and if you want to be cruel instead of complete a job, you're not a villain. You're a villain. You're not just a super one. All right. So Starfighter has their entire character sheet, which I am looking at. Yeah, it looks like it will work out fine. Actually, better than fine. And yeah, it bought you Guardian with a extra talent point, so that'll be fun. Or attribute point. Hard times, targeted, personality, okay. Alrighty.
What?
Okay, I misread something, and your character sheet proves it. Yeah, the book says it as well. You pick an archetype and augment it with the 4 power picks. Because your sheet has more than 4 powers, and the drawbacks don't add the difference back in. So yeah. It looks like you guys are supposed to pick a archetype and then pick 4 powers on top of that.
On top of it, okay, dokie.
Yes. Yeah. At least that's my read on the section in the book and the how what was it, Claude built your character there, Bear?
Yeah, I used Claude for it.
All right. Also, taking a limit won't, if your power can be ranked up, will rank it up by 1, is how that works. The limit is tied directly into that power. Okay. I know you're finished with your character, but does anyone else have any new revelations to reveal to the group about their characters?
I am planning to do a super fast brick.
So literally like a freight train there, Jason?
Well, see, in my Icons game, I've got this NPC called Indispensable,
Okay.
who's like super fast, super strong. He was in my superpower at high school. Yeah. He was like the jerk character that they had to deal with.
Okay.
Not evil, just kind of an ass.
Well, when
His dad's a big time hero in Seattle, but not really anywhere outside of Seattle. Really nice guy, except to his son, who he's overbearing and
you have to carry this legacy that I'm not going to properly show to you because you need to bear this legacy of being a good and honorable man. But
kind of, yeah.
it's
Basically, I took Invincible and Omni-Man and flipped him.
got it.
But like I made the guy kid a speedster, not a flyer. And
All right,
I took Invincible's color scheme and kind of shifted it 1 notch.
All right. I'm having an image in my mind of sort of a juggernaut thing. He literally just runs through his problems.
I don't think you do get extra powers because it looks like the archetypes have what, 4?
Well, it's archetypes plus, I think. Give me a second. I don't know.
Well,
I said
we're
it with
figuring
such
it out.
confidence, and then you're like, I don't think. And I'm like,
No, because the archetypes give suggested powers.
Yeah.
got it.
That's why I was looking at it. I was like, wait a minute, there's 4 here.
Give me a second. Gotta find the archetype section on what I'm getting wrong. Here we go. Okay, it goes right from layout could use a little work. All right, yeah.
Do we have a character sheet for this?
It's
Wouldn't that be
garbage.
nice?
Okay.
Oh, that's not
Keep
bad.
it in
Hang
mind.
on.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Yeah, I
Is that
got one.
back in
Hang
the
on. I got one.
public?
It's not fillable. You're gonna have to fill it your own damn self, but it's a single page character sheet too. It's really weird. Come fly with me. Ba, 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 ba. I'm adding it to the Discord. Hang on.
That would be wonderful.
There he goes. We're doing Global Guardians, Tony.
Yes,
Gonna
we are.
guard the whole globe.
All of it, so long as it's Brookwood.
Only the part that matters.
Something
that's
to,
it, huh? Yeah.
something to keep in mind about the only 4 powers is they're not super restrictive.
You mean
Well, when you look at powers in Mutants and Masterminds, you can't just be I control the fire. Well, do you make a defensive wall? Do you hit people with fire whip? Do you throw a fireball? Does the fireball hit other areas when you throw the fireball? This one's just like I control the fire. Okay, cool, you control the fire.
okay?
So it doesn't seem like a lot, but you also don't need as many.
Yeah. I hear you.
You just they go to magnetism control. You control magnetism, and then it has an increase to the power if you take it at major, massive, or monstrous.
Dimensional travel. There we go. It's just what we're looking for.
Yeah, so that you can get a big brain by trying to fuse all the minds of all your other counterparts. That was an Invincible reference. Sorry for anyone who didn't get it.
Yeah, you got the crazy scientist or whatever. It was
Angstrom Levi.
God, I hate that character.
I do too.
Why do you guys hate him?
Because his entire motivation is fucking like one therapy session away from being gone. You know what I mean? Like, I hate characters that are like, it's such a trope, and I get it. It's like, I hate this person because of the thing they did to my world. And it's like, yeah, go get some therapy. You'll feel much better about everything there, Lex.
Dr. Doom.
No,
Yeah,
People
Dr.
like,
Doom
look,
has a clinical
gotta-
inferiority complex.
You got to give up the whole Reed Richards thing. All right, you're gonna be. Look at what you're a ruler of a country. You got so much to offer.
The thing is, you could make the world such a better place if you just gave up the Reed Richards thing, and he does.
Have you never read Emperor Doom?
No,
I have. It was a really good comic.
It's a fantastic comic.
I've heard good things.
It's amazing. He takes over the world. He sets everything right, and he's bored out of his mind. He's just like. So when Wonder Man shows up to fuck with him, he's like, "Yes, like finally something," you know.
I also read the comic where he was Sorcerer Supreme. Probably two of my favorite comics. He's Sorcerer Supreme, the last defender of Earth, and when I forget who the villain was, one of the world-eating or destroying villains, but he shows up. It might have been Dormammu, but he shows up, and when Doctor Doom goes to face him, he uses the magic of being Sorcerer Supreme to mimic every hero's powers he's killed throughout the years. Is that a cat?
What?
Is that a cat you have? She has mittens.
Yeah, she's a tuxedo kid.
All right, calm down, young lady.
Got little shoes, mittens, everything. But just if you turn it this way, you just gotta cover the foot. She's completely invisible. So do that from time to time. I'm like, where's the fucking cat? Because she's loafing, so she's all the black is only the black is showing.
Imagine, Paul, it's 4 a.m. and you wake up and you have to pee, and you walk into your hallway where it's pitch black and your eyes have not adjusted to anything, and you have to look for the shadows in the floor so you don't step on these two idiots who think that's the place to sleep at 4 a.m.
Right?
My sister's cat, Darcy, did that as well. He became accustomed to being stepped on.
He was like, hey, they do it. They're dumb. What are you gonna...
Yeah.
When he would meow, it'd be more indignant than in pain.
Hey, look who's quoting Flambe down below.
I control the flower, fire, and the flame.
And I do not burn. If you're going to do an impersonation of Flambe, you have to have the little bit of swagger.
I'm not. I'm a little
and
bit
he
too
looks,
white for
and
that.
he looks like Razor Ramon. That's my favorite part about him.
In the invincible symbol, is that 6 on the dice?
Yes.
Okay.
The invincible symbol is 6, and the Viltrumite symbol is 1.
I see. See, I will have the Tangwar rune from One Ring. That will remind me that 6 is 6, and the hollow 1 is the 1.
Seems complicated.
Not really.
That's because when you have the 1 ring, you're nothing but hollow.
Well, it's like if you're suffering from weariness, the 1, 2, and 3 don't add to your rolls, so they're hollow. So when you roll it really quick, you're just adding up the numbers that are filled in.
Okay.
They're smart dice. They design them really well. It works for a lot of systems too, because there's because it could be high, low, and or any of the systems that you have to roll a 6.
And they also have the 1 and 6 up in the corners. Not that you're going to be able to see that, but you see, they're also trying to reprogram their fans because there are too many Viltrum fans in the Invincible fandom. So they're like, 1 is bad. 1's bad, guys.
Yeah. Where's the list of, let's see. Do I need to do powers first or occupations?
Either. Powers won't change.
Like mentions powers, but you don't get the list of them, and then the next page you start getting the list of occupations.
Powers are on chapter 3. They have their own, and page 48, I think, they have their own section because there's so many of them. Are you actually going with the Jersey Devil for the name there, Paul?
Yeah, we'll do that. That's fine.
All right.
Makes sense.
All right, so I need super speed.
Okay, so there's that taken care of. All right.
All right, how many I got?
All right. I'm going to go get more coffee, and when I come back,
Okay.
I'll want to hear more about Starfighter Indispensable and the Jersey Devil.
Sure.
I feel like we're being stalked. The way he said it was very like, oh shit, bad touch.
Oh man, look at this guy. He's a screaming dinosaur man. I'm just flipping through like the sections here, reading the powers, and I'm like, oh, look at this. There's a full page screaming dinosaur guy. I'm like, oh, that's awesome.
It's probably the character they creatively named Dinosaur.
Yep. Creative. That's a word for it.
Starting power's 4. That's what I needed. All right.
A lot of powers.
Indispensable really doesn't need that many. Strength is handled by stat, so that doesn't count. So speed, leaping.
Pardon
Do
me.
they have nigh invulnerability?
Pardon me again.
Oh, wait, no. That's a list of powers by type. So do I have... Okay. Yeah.
Dinosaurus.
Oh, that's great. When are you guys playing this game? 2 weeks from today, I
I
believe.
think so, yeah.
Yeah, and it will be every other Thursday, rather, because the other Thursdays will be the Detroit Heroic 5e group.
No, they're in LA.
They're in LA now? I thought they started
No,
in
Detroit is Saturday's game.
Oh, LA is the mid-tier. Yeah. Okay.
With Remy's fabulous character, Aquatics, who seems to be speed running, testing the lethal rules.
Well, got to test them out somehow.
That's true.
The thing is, if you can't die, does your game actually have consequences? And having the rules in the book isn't enough. Can you actually die in game? I'll go and find out.
How do you do boosts for powers again?
You either spend another PowerPoint on it,
Okay.
or you take a limit to boost it one step. Not every power needs boosts. Like regeneration is just a flat amount of healing per round. But then you have protection, which starts with an amount of armor. And then you can take a limits to raise it from major to massive. Or you can spend a power point to get a boost. And then the last thing is drawbacks give you power points, and you can take. There really isn't a limit; they just have to be justifiable for the drawbacks.
And do we start with it as major, massive, or monstrous?
You start with when you first grab a power, it's basic, and then you spend more points or take a limitation to raise it to major or massive. You can't have monstrous; that's restricted for the
Okay.
cosmic level.
Who's watching TV?
Oh, my alarm went off.
That's your alarm?
It's a radio.
Oh, okay. I was like, wow, that's a complex alarm. It's like a whole radio play. It's the Fibber McGee and Molly show. Like, what? What's
I
going
used to
on?
have a short collection of CDs that would just start like there would be maybe 1 or 2 seconds of intro before it was just loud music. I used that as an alarm on a mixer for a while.
My back when iPods were a thing, my iPod had all my music, but I also threw in little MP3s of like 1 or 2 liners by Mitch Hedberg. And so I put it on shuffle, so I'd just be like listening to music, and then Mitch Hedberg would say something really funny, and I'd just be like in public transit going like an idiot.
I was
Then
wrong. The
another
alarm
good
was already
song would
off.
play.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said I was wrong. My alarm was already turned off. That was my phone playing YouTube for no apparent reason.
And yes, Tony, Paul was right. We'll be picking this up on 27th and then every other week thereafter.
Yes.
I'm gonna open the. I decided this with little to no notice, so I just grabbed the template real quick for the thumbnail, but I'll be drawing over it for each session. And also, I have Python code that can make the stat charts. The radial graphs that they use for the for the stats in the game. I made it for a different system, but I should be able to adjust it for using these 6 stats. All right, so Starfighter, I think you've already told us a good bit about your character. They were active in the 80s and 90s. Stuff happened. They were sort of forced to retire at that point, and then they're looking to make a better legacy now that they're almost 60.
I've sent you a bio to read.
I know, but I don't know if you want me to read that.
No,
Yeah.
God, no. There's secrets in there.
Exactly. Paul, tell us a little bit about your guy,
Jersey Devil.
the Jersey Devil.
Now that he's kind of come to with the help of like this world's version of Arkham Asylum, but it actually works, and they actually treat people and fix them instead of just making them, just holding them up for a few issues until they strike again. He's actually kind of come to his senses. Let's see here. Yeah, I have to look over the chart as far as like what are the inciting incidents, but I'm gonna guess it'll be in 80s, kind of like there was mutagens in the sewers, man. The government's dumping things, and that's what happened. He will have become this creature because of some kind of chemical accident. And yeah, I'm looking over the powers now. I've written down immortality, regeneration, elongation, and I'm thinking I might boost elongation so that I'll have like the rubbery skin that bullets bounce off of, and we'll see.
Are gonna be one weird looking dude.
Oh yeah. But occasionally he puts on the hard hat and the orange vest. He goes down and helps out his brothers in the sewers, keeping things in line.
Sometimes you just have to go help the crocodiles get back in line.
That's right. People dumping turtles in the turlet.
What's wrong?
That was my thing that I took for my occupation. I do have a passionate union rep who's always sticking up for me. So there you go.
All right, probably the one who got you the mental help and got you into SDN.
Mm-hmm. And saved my retirement from getting lost because they were like, "Oh, he died in the
401k, baby."
Yeah, and I was like, "I'm still getting a pension." Huzzah! Wait a minute, it's when I'm in retirement age, but I don't age. Ah, shit. So yeah.
All right. I was looking for something.
Oh yeah, how many talents do I get?
Yeah, because I was looking up, there was like immunity, and I was like, I could take immunity to toxins, but I've played a lot of RPGs. That shit almost never comes up.
Yeah.
Oh. It is what it is, folks. You could call it power gaming, but it just never comes up. It's really stupid. And then as we go, we're going to get karma points to boost stuff. So like we could get more powers or whatever.
Correct.
Okay. Okay.
I'm trying to find the list of origins. I saw it when I was scrolling, but now that I'm trying to find it again.
Yeah, they've got like the D66 chart that they usually do, where it's like you roll 1, 6 is the tens, and 1 is the other. I saw it, but I'll write this down
For
here.
36 unique options. That's the total number of combinations on 2d6, guys, if you weren't familiar.
36?
36.
It's almost like you square 6 and you get it.
Yeah, but it doesn't always work that way.
Odd, because what shape is a D6? It's a square. Whoa, man, think about it.
No, it's because...
No.
Actually, hold on. If you're rolling two of the same dice, it would just always be the square.
How many talents do I start with? I can't seem to find that.
You pick one, the other one comes from your occupation. And then you can get more talents by spending an attribute point.
Oh, okay.
See, there you go. Freak accident. You were the sole survivor of a dangerous accident and were exposed to an unstable substance that changed you. So there's that.
There it is. Power source, page 20.
Power source, it says 5054 in the PDF.
Thank you. And again, these are just 36 ideas the creators of the universe and game had. You can always go off the written page if you were. That's the same idea I had, Tony.
Right? Yeah. No, but that's for those guys who take like flaw fear of clowns and they go, "What are you gonna do now?" It's like, hey guys, I hope you like haunted circuses because this dickhead just got you a whole lot of haunted circus adventures.
Yeah.
Haunted circuses, clowned villains. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of that shit showing up. Enjoy your 2 points that you spent. Jerk off.
I really, really think that the reason everyone's afraid, or the reason why the Joker is such a big villain, because it doesn't make sense. Even the whole chaos order dynamic that they try to play up would be better with a different villain in Batman's Rogue Gallery. So it really comes down to one of the writers didn't like clowns. I don't know when all the
Look at the Golden Age origin of the Joker. It's based on a movie.
Okay.
His look is based off the movie.
Fine, split the hair, asswipe.
I will.
So then I'll just mark these 3 powers down as freak accident then for the source and then move on.
Sounds good.
Okie dokie. Just making sure that's what we're supposed to do.
Source only matters when something can nullify it, but other than that, it's purely narrative.
Right.
So I decided to screw you with it.
So, like, Source being a super suit or any sort of alien tech, like Blonde Blazer, you rip the it's kind of hard to do when she's in her super form, but if you can get that amulet off her, she's completely normal.
She's a hot brunette. If you can get the amulet off.
I gotta replay it again, because when you play one episode at a time, you make different choices. Because for Robert, it's a week. For me, it was 2 months to play through it all. And so I was trying to play it as if I always play story games the first time through as if I was the one making decisions, but I didn't have the whole game, so it's hard to do it that way.
Yeah, so the player took fear of clowns. Awesome. Let me show you this awesome supplement from Champions 3rd Edition called Clown, which is about a fucking villainous organization themed on clowns.
Criminally nonconformists.
Hope you enjoy that fuckstick as you constantly are getting pies in the face, which you have no defense against.
That's the one.
Tony, that doesn't sound like a drawback. Either the sonic boom or the outline of a dragon.
Sonic Boom do a lot of fucking collateral damage to the street level.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I had a player in Marvel who was a speedster who power stunted localized sonic boom. He would basically accelerate to move through an area as he was doing it, and then immediately decelerate so that one area would be hit by the sonic boom. That was 250 points of damage.
Yeah.
You know, to everybody in that fucking area. It was brutal. And then he met the super sniper. And he got shot in the knees.
That was
And hence Crossfire was born. Or not Crossfire, it's Crackshot.
all right.
Literally one of my favorite villains to bring up every now and then in the Zenith universe. Park him about 100 meters outside the fight and just let him wait until he has an opening, and then surprise.
I've lost 3 or 4 characters to super snipers, people whose sole job is to kill heroes. Because I don't know, I'm sure you've noticed this, Bear. I don't know if the other 2 of you have yet. My characters don't think; they just act when people are in danger.
What are you talking about? Icon was such an intellectual, and Aquatics is like a strategist of the highest order. I mean, that man's like Patton working that fucking battle board. And who's the other character you're playing right now? Tech Hawk. Tech Hawk, not only is Tech Hawk an absolute chess playing 5-dimensional fucking cosmic brain mastermind, he's a really good judge of social interactions. His emotional intelligence is off the fucking chart at the bottom.
Anyway, end of the fight. I'm borderline knocked out, and so the DM I'd usually play with superhero games with would just be sitting there, waiting.
I'm really looking forward to Sunday's game.
Me too.
Yes.
Might be the last session based on what you guys choose to do.
We're gonna figure out what Centropolis is the hard way.
Maybe.
We're going to do some more investigating. See what happens.
When you take a drawback, what does that do?
Gives you a PowerPoint. It doesn't explain it with the drawbacks. It explains it somewhere else.
Oh.
Where are the drawbacks?
Right after talents, page 78.
Talents
All
and
right, I'm getting there.
drawbacks.
I'm almost there. I'm picking talents right now.
And you can use a point with a power to boost the power.
You do use a PowerPoint to either buy a boost or rank up the power to major or higher. Major or massive, I think, is the two levels you guys have access to. So it's only at character creation you can't take monstrous. As soon as you have enough karma to buy another PowerPoint, you can grab monstrous.
All right, the power start at what level? They start at
basic.
Oh, they start at basic, and then we bump up to major. Okay.
Yeah. What's crazy to me is how they really disincentivize playing teen upstarts. The stat points are fine. That's not the issue. It's the power points. They really don't give you enough to feel like you're playing a superhero game.
It was literally one of the reasons I made street level characters have a bit more oomph in Heroic 5e, was so you could feel like you had some fucking powers.
Well, part of the design principle was that at level 1 you're a fully fledged character.
Yes, and level 1 you should feel like a superhero.
Yeah. You start with 2 powers, but they have a higher average attribute because they have 20 points and spread across a maximum of 6 per stat.
How's this game work now? I see quick action. So what is it? You have like a quick action, a standard action, and that's your turn?
It's a full action is 2 quick actions. Some powers will require a full action. Some will be a quick action.
Like just punching someone, that's a quick action, right?
Give me a second. I'm going to go to the combat section.
Because I'm reading this hard hitter talent. It says you get +2 dice to a slugfest attack if you sacrifice your quick action in the round. So I'm like, how does this work?
So here we go. Full actions and quick actions. A full action, each round you can perform 1 full action and 1 quick action, or 2 quick actions. You can perform your actions in any. Full action is usually an attack or another use of a power, but can be anything you could reasonably do in less than 10 seconds that requires your full focus. Quick actions are faster and don't necessarily demand a roll, though some do. Quick actions include movement. See a list on page 86. And then there's interrupt actions, which you don't always have, but some powers and abilities will say you can essentially have a reaction, and that's where that comes in. Your actions reset at the start of the round. So when initiative starts, you have your full actions for the round, and then at the start of round 2, it'll reset. Full actions include a slugfest attack, so basic melee, charge attack, shooting attack. A use of a power will most often be a full action, but it will say if it's not. Break or lift something, interact with technology, stabilize a dying character, give orders, rally a broken character, recover, resolve, persuade someone, save bystanders will be based on several. There's a whole section on how to save bystanders,
Sure.
and fly sky high or into orbit. So if you're changing, you can essentially sprint as a full action. Moving down to quick actions, we're looking at move into an adjacent zone or with super speed. You can do that. You can move more zones than just one. Block a slugfest attack. Can be a quick action. So if you save your quick action, you can use that to lessen the blow. Dodge a shooting attack. Pick up an item. Scan an area for details. Action banter. So this would be you can always banter, but if you want it to like do an intimidation or taunt, you would use your quick action to do so. Start a vehicle, enter or exit a vehicle, handle a vehicle, or use item will sometimes be a quick action. And then that's all on page 86. And if you go further, you will see different type of movement rules, and before that, you'll see the different types of combat actions and how combat works.
I'm opening up my starter set. A 3 crap is removed. Let's see what's in the box.
A lot of really cool stuff, including more dice.
That's what I hear. Literally, I hear it. It's good quality cardboard.
Yes, it is.
Got some initiative cards. I have 2 sets of those now. More dice. Standy stands. Ooh, silica packs. I think those can go in there.
Delicious, chewy silica packs.
A freely catalog.
I wish more publishers did that.
A read me first. Rules book. Metro Mayhem. I assume that's the introductory adventure.
Yes, it is.
I will read it. A rules reference card. A bunch of them, actually. Very nice. Adam Eve. Bulletproof. Monster Girl. Rexplode. And Robot. Oh, and Invincible. There he is.
You can't have the Invincible game without putting Invincible in the box. That'd be silly.
Map. And a bunch of standings and tokens. Then I select.
Yeah, it's fun.
Oops.
Who's our starting reputation
2.
and starting karma?
I don't think you start with any karma because it's only used for advancement.
Oh, okay.
There's a very light rule book in there, Marco. Very small, compressed rule book.
Quick start guide. It's essentially only the how to play and combat chapters. And even then, it's light on explanation. It's all there. It makes sense. It just doesn't have as much verbiage and layout as the final chapters in the book. Why you gurn, Marco? While he types, indispensable, would you like to give us a little bit more about your character?
All right. Raised by a superhero father whose approval he can never quite reach. or achieve. Super fast, super tough, arrogant, overconfident. Where is this being set at? Where was this game being set at?
It's set in Brooklyn.
Okay. My deal is he screwed up bad enough in Seattle that his dad basically said, "Get out of my city. Go get experience somewhere else."
And you went as far away as you could. Well, that's just a starter set, Marco. The full book is separate.
Yeah, I like my cover better. I like this cover better because it looks like heroic-y type stuff. Yours looks like a fucking crime scene.
Most of the fights in the show end worse than that one.
No, really? I've never seen every episode or read every issue. I don't know what you're talking about.
Full RPG in the box? No, that's none of the box set. The only exception is Forbidden Lands, where you get the full book in the box.
Yeah.
All the starter boxes for Free League are all like semi-rules.
Yeah. But
At least they come with rules. When I've got the Essentials game guide, it came with a Dungeon Master's book, an adventure, and pre-gens. You had to figure the DM's book doesn't even have.
That said,
game.
I miss box set games. I really do.
They're a nice way to get into it.
But eventually the companies always start getting cheap with the cardboard on the boxes.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Well, I need to head to work.
All right. Well, you
Bouncing out of here?
Yeah.
Alrighty, Jason.
Should have been at work 7 minutes ago. Oh, well.
Oh, well.
Oops.
You should have been at work 7 minutes ago?
We don't have a truck tonight. We're working old stuff. It ain't going to matter.
Okay. Have a good one.
You're working what? All I heard was I got a truck.
We don't have a truck tonight. We're just working old stuff. So
working truck stop, working.
When I get there, it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
All right.
Anyway, talk to y'all later.
Just blame it on me. Have a good one.
There was this mouse with a hat.
And then the goblin stole the hat.
The ice is gonna break.
The ice is gonna break.
Cool. Yeah, looking at the drawbacks here, I'll probably do alternate form and frightful for the freak accident. So then that way I can turn into a normal dude. Like they found a way that I can reconstitute into regular man instead of being a stinking pile of sewage garbage zipping around everywhere.
Is this a like a mental thing you have to do, like with the Hulk and Banner, or is this a chemical you have to ingest? Like you take a medicine to stay normal, and then you can force a transformation.
That is a question, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I'll have to consider that. If it's like a mental exercise or not here. Because, transforming into your alternate form is a full action and causes 1 point of stress. So, I'm assuming it'll be some kind of chemical control agent. Something like that I can inject. Excuse me. That'll let me temporarily become the creature again.
There's a devil.
That is that goddamn devil. It's interesting too, because it's like the alternate form. You have to take 3 of your stats and you cut them in half. So when you're not in that form, they're at that. It's like makes sense. I'm not always walking around.
Probably your physical stats.
Yeah, fighting, agility, and strength. Yep.
And is it literally like a lizard you transform into, or what's this monster? What do you transform into?
I'm thinking it's kind of like a tar monster kind of thing.
Okay.
Because sewage isn't just poop. It's like that. It's like this black, just stuff that settles in the pipes. So yeah. I was kind of thinking of what he looks like. You remember in Batman Begins when Scarecrow is seeing Batman with the fear toxin going through him, and he kind of has that creepy fucking face, and he's drooling all over the place. I think that's kind of what it looks like. You can make out somewhat like some of the features, but it's always kind of melting.
The animated series, Clayface had a lot of scenes where it's just like,
Yeah, and that's
you're
kind of
not
what I went
solid,
with.
dude.
Yeah, that's kind of what I went with too, with the elongation and the plasticity and stuff like that. Because elongation basic is kind of cool. You can do fisticuffs with guys a zone away. So, like, I don't have to have a machine gun. It's like, oh, they're right over there. I'm still hitting them from over here. And then you can upgrade that to do all kinds of cool stuff, like with grappling and all that. And I was like, okay, we'll do that.
I'm gonna go to bed. I'm tired.
All right.
It's sleep time.
I'm gonna go dream about them French fried potatoes.
You got them biscuits and mustard.
Biscuits on that long what's name.
Well, might as well call it a stream then.
Yeah, we got stuff done.
Yeah.
We did get stuff done, and we were able to rope a Jason into it. So that's awesome.
Hopefully Coco will be into this. He hasn't replied, but hopefully he will be.
Mm-hmm.
Waiting for you, Coco.
Well,
we need more than 3.
Yeah,
it's gonna be rough.
Yeah, you guys will be remaking characters often if there's only 3 of you.
Well, I would say hit the Discord and promote it there and see who else wants to join us.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna promote with 1 seat left until I hear from Coco. If he's in, it's still 1. If he's not, we will have 2 open.
Sounds groovalicious to me, man.
Sounds good. I'll probably get that typed up and posted there in about 20 minutes, guys. I'm going to finish my coffee first.
Sure thing.
I, for one, am very much looking forward to this game.
I've been trying to get a SDN game off the ground since I finished the actual video game. There was nothing else to do with it. I wanted more to do with it, but we'll figure it out. Or I guess now we have.
Yes, we have.
So
looking forward to playing this character. It's going to be an interesting challenge.
Of course.
I have to curb my smartassery to a tolerable level because he's more of a deflect with humor than he is with sarcasm.
All right. Well, I'll catch all you guys here in 2 weeks, or you can catch me on Barrett's channel playing a plethora of games throughout the week. And good night.
Someone run him in other games, please. Take him away from me, please.
Plethora.
Sneaky cat